Everybody. Um, Not quite ready to start filming season 3 of Crazy Jesus Guy Talks a Bunch of Nonsense. Um, but I have something important to talk about, and I don't think it can wait. Um, I've noticed I have like close to 1,200 subscribers now, and I kind of feel duty bound to at least try to keep you informed as to some of the more important latest developments as they develop. And we might cover this in some news over the weekend, but we we don't have a lot of time right now. Okay, once the kids get back in school, I'll have more time to work outside, and I'll be able to come back in here and not just like fall over. Okay. Yeah. Good hard work never hurt no one, unless their spine was broken in 3 places, like mine is. But anyways. So, the topic of this video, which is worse, Russia or terrorism, or the conspiracy theory you have in your head, which is worse. Okay. And before I go into this, I want to point out the primary misconception prospective viewers of this channel might have. I don't disbelieve conspiracy theories. I originated a lot of the data for conspiracy theories. I see the hill. Okay, I'm old. I'm not going to tell you my age because I'm not an idiot. I've been on the internet for a very long time. I've had the same email address since 1994. Okay? It's not that I don't know about all these conspiracy theories. It's that I know more than you. Okay? And what I didn't used to know when I believed all the conspiracies that you believe is that secretly, it's the good guys that are in charge here. And the reason why the civil rights movement has progressed is because of those guys, all right, and girls. And the effort to demonize this organization of people has been and is provably traced back to Russian intelligence services. Okay? I am not of the opinion that these people within our government don't exist. I'm not pretending like there are people working against our interests that don't hold government offices. There are people right now, especially in the House and Senate, who I called out many months ago and said that time they'd be taken care of, and they've had different reasons why they just kind of didn't. But the fact of the matter is, it's not a matter of whether these conspiracies exist or not. It's a matter of why. Can you blanketly accuse the government of hiding stuff from the people? And after basically, it's been 10 years since I was about where most of the viewers are as far as knowledge of conspiracy theories go. It's not that the government as a whole is behind these conspiracy theories. It's that we are at war, and we are losing horribly. They have us outmanned. They have more people in American media than the National Security does, than the National Security Agency does. Okay? In fact, people that are connected financially to the elites who've started this whole fucking thing back in Central Asia, they have more personnel, more family members, more ownership class people in the media talking to us, the sheeple, every day than the National Security Agency does, or the Secret Service or CIA or whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Okay? You see, what happens is good guys who want to risk their lives to make a difference for the better go and join the military. You got some pricks, granted. Okay. Most of those pricks become, police officers in all black areas, but that's just a joke, just a joke. No, but most people who join, who are capable of becoming an officer, let alone an intelligence officer, they got good heads on their shoulders. Okay. And they love you enough to risk their lives for you. That has been their motivation, a lot of them, most of them, since childhood. Okay. And that's the kind of people that staff these agencies that you blanketly accuse as being evil because of some conspiracy shit you saw online. But, and this is a big Kim Kardashian but, 12% minimum infiltration as of the 70s. I mean, that's really the only place you can get. I mean, basically, did they do everything right? What do you believe? Is the Cold War over to you? Did they do everything right? Did Russia have all these brilliant plans and all these fucking millions and millions of people ready to come here and pretend to be Americans? And then they just lost because they went broke. The Cold War fell because it was stage one of Putin's plan. Period. Guess what? I'm older than I look. So is he. This channel is about taking a new perspective on the culmination of conspiracy knowledge. And you need to go back at least 100 years to really put it all together. Because you are dealing with people much older, much wiser, and much more powerful than you imagine yourself ever becoming. So, to the actual data I have to reveal for you. Reveal to you. Reveal for you. Reveal to you. Couldn't decide whether to say for you or to you, so it just came out. Anyway, so to the notes. So there's this guy named Philip Brody. Yeah, Brody. Philip Brody. And bet my father-in-law's friends with him. Father-in-law's friends with all these kind of guys. Well, he is the NATO Supreme Allied Commander. I'm sorry, I'm being silly. But big dude, as far as responsibility, position, stature. He's a little heavy, but not that kind of big. I have watched this guy speak off the cuff to reporters and make heartfelt speeches for at least a total of an hour and a half that I've actually paid attention intently to this guy to try to see what he's about. And I think he's a good guy. Okay? I think as far as he's concerned, we're in good hands. And I think as far as this new guy, Joe Dunford, is concerned, for the chairman of the Council of Joint Chiefs of Staff, so I was getting worried about what we were kind of doing strategically as a whole a few months ago. And now we got a new guy, so that's good. And this guy, I haven't watched as extensively as him, but Philip Brody likes him. And Philip Brody agrees with his assessment that Russia is an existential threat to the United States, the largest existential threat to the United States. And Philip Brody yesterday, I believe, saw it on Ukraine News 1. I'm going to go to the department's actual channel and see if I can. I'll go to NATO's channel and see if I can get the full context of the interview and speech and stuff. But he said, clarified further, that Russia is a bigger threat to the United States than terrorism. If this is not obvious to you, you need to realize that you believe a thing because it has been repeated to you over and over again and for no other reason. Flat earthers, you believe Russia is not a threat because that idea has been repeated to you over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Just like you used to believe the earth was round. We don't know that. Guess what? You don't know that Russia's not a threat. But let me tell you a couple of things I know about Russia. This is from a Russian documentary. Why you go around watching Russian documentaries? Are you some kind of communist? No, that guy who just came out of my head. Moving on. That was like an attempt at a joke, but I'm definitely moving on. Okay, so the T-90, Russia's main battle tank, the current platform. They've just completely redone the turret for it, but it's still T-90. Was created in 1991. Oh so. Cold War was over. The Berlin Wall fell. And then they made a new tank. Oh, we're broke. We need that wall to come down so we can put our new tanks across. Oh, wait, no, there was another reason. We're broke. We need the wall to come down so we can be nice to everybody. Oh, yeah, they've definitely been doing that. Okay, so the current version of the T-90 was last updated and began production in 2011. The current version of the M1A2 United States main battle tank, the current version, minus a couple of new additions, the urban kit, okay, bar armor around the turret, okay, and a couple of other things. But you can tell it by the bar armor around the turret. Other than that, our main battle tank was last updated and began production in 1992. 92. The last number I said was 2011. And 1992 is before that. A lot. Now, who's the good guys? Who's the bad guys? Because some of you are so fucking deep into these conspiracies that you actually like Edward Snowden, like Russia, and think that somehow America's bad and Russia's good. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, let me just tell you this little tidbit. The Abrams, even admitted by this Russian propaganda film, the Abrams is the safest tank ever created for the crew. It's so heavy it sometimes gets stuck in the mud. Well, it also has, as of 1992, special outfit to keep the armor from coming apart, creating noxious gases on the inside like previous mechanized vehicles. Has the ammo compartment completely fucking separate, which kind of makes it take a little longer to load, but it keeps the crew safe if they get a shell that, ammo goes boom. That's bad. And it has chemical warfare equipment installed in it, special gas masks, keep your crew from, and on-hand storage for full body suits if they have time. But you can just start breathing right away in the event of a chemical attack inside an Abrams. Okay? Well, T-90, it's lighter. It's designed to go over the muddy terrain of Europe, primarily. Okay? Aggressively, quickly. It's an attack tank. Abrams, defense tank designed to protect the crew. T-90, lightweight attack tank, has the ammo stored in the turret, the crew, in the compartment, right fucking there. There's a new, the 2011 version has a armor plate and some supposed safety measures. Our commanders give a fuck about our boys. Never seen any evidence that their commanders give a fuck about anything. You have no idea what we're dealing with. You have no idea the level to which they will commit resources to deception itself. And you are a victim to it if you don't know what I'm talking about already. And if you do know what I'm talking about already, you probably were a victim of it until you found this fucking channel. So there's going to be new versions of these tanks. Oh yes, that's a lot of what's behind all this bullshit that Obama is getting heat for right now. The new version of the T-90 currently underway. Scheduled for 2015, and I'm just assuming it started production. It was scheduled for 2015. So they got a whole new version of a tank that they've updated more times than we have anyways. And we have no idea how many of them they have. No idea. Nor could we ever have the slightest fucking clue how many they have. Get real. Stop believing in fictional fucking... It hurts my head that people know so little about history that they could just see JQ media analysts who they've never fucking heard of before, who they will never hear from again, say, oh, well, the Cold War's over because they ran out of money and Putin's just trying to consolidate power because blah, 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 blah. What's with the bow tie, man? You trying to pretend to be something, or are you something? And if you ain't something, how the fuck would you know either way? Well, there was this guy named Jesus. See, he once told you something about false prophets. Judge them by their works. Are they sowing seeds that perhaps make people go against other words of Christ? Should you turn against your government because of something you saw on TV? Should you turn against your government for any reason but the most complete information? Should you turn against your government because of Edward Snowden. Well then, I would say that anybody who's presenting information that's telling you to turn against your government, probably a false prophet. Now, that's not to say false prophets can't use the truth cleverly within their deception. But if that were the fucking case, I'd have told you to judge them whether or not everything they said was true. You could say a whole bunch of things that are true in a very deceptive way. And if nobody's judging you by your works, you'll fucking get away with it, won't you? Oh, I mean, yeah, that guy. Right. So anyways, 21 minutes. All right. So what we have here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you. And for those of you who aren't Guns N' Roses fans, I'm sure that made no sense whatsoever. And for those of you who are, probably still didn't make much fucking sense either. But I had to at least try to make people laugh before I ended the video because I got 1,200 fucking subscribers, and that's kind of nerve-wracking. Ish. Not. I performed in front of a lot of people back when I was like doing the music thing, but still, it's been a while. So whoever is tolerating my big fat head speaking at them, thank you very much. If you feel like possibly tolerating some more and you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Thing that you click. I just like doing that. Sorry. And if you found this video informative and stimulating, please do click the like button. Thank you. Bye-bye.